me more information than that.
We got, Chief. Sir. How many?
20 to 40 attackers. State personnel is separated into several positions.
Now on Blu-ray and DVD is 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi, based on the true events of the battle for the American embassy in Benghazi, Libya. And joining me right now is one of the heroes of that battle, is Mr. Mark Geist, better known as Oz to his close friends. Thanks for joining me today, Oz. Listen, we all know that Hollywood takes liberties with doing true events and embellishing and dramatic license. How important was it for you, as the author of the book and also as one of the consultants on the film, to get the facts right?
Well, it was really important. We had to sit down with Michael Bay in the very beginning and expressed in very emphatic terms about how important it is to get this right, and he understood that. He's always been a good friend of the military. He's always had extras that come from the special operations community after they've gotten out. And, I think it was really important to him to get this right. And they did a fabulous job of it. I mean, of course, you're going to have to take some theatrical liberties when you're taking an event that's 13 hours and condensing it down into a movie that's 2 hours and 20 minutes. And you still have to keep it entertaining, because it's not just a bland documentary necessarily, but I don't think you could have done it any better than what he did.
So how involved in the production were you? Were you a day-to-day guy? Were you just a consultant here and there? Or how involved were you on a regular basis?
Well, there was three of us who have been public with promoting the book and as well as the movie. Myself, Tig, and Tonto. And, we were, from the very get-go, we were involved. I mean, they gave us the script to read over before it was, at its very final stages. And if there was any tweaks that needed, they consulted us on that, and we were involved in helping with set design and as well as being on set. One of us was on set for probably most of the filming and making sure that if there was any questions that were specific that they had, we could answer those, and it was really a great experience.
Now, when this movie originally came out, there was so much debate about where the politics lie in this movie, and I was glad to see there was no politics in this movie. It's just a story about heroes. Did you have many meetings to keep this movie neutral at all times?
It was pretty much never really discussed after the very beginning, and if you've read the book, anybody out there, they'll know that, it's not ever been a political thing. It's about honoring the 4 Americans that gave their life and also honoring those that serve this country. We have 270 odd diplomatic facilities around the world, and there's, government employees from all the different agencies. There's private contractors, and, they're working, and there's military personnel at all of these, and they're serving this country, sacrificing their time away from their family in some of the worst parts of the world. And that's what this is really about. It's about coming together, about sacrifice and overcoming overwhelming odds to be exceptional.
So a lot of people joke around, who's going to play me in a movie someday? And that actually happened to you. Max Martini plays you in 13 Hours. So tell me about the first time you met him, and did you give me the advice?
He gave me a call. I saw that when I got the phone call that he was going to play me, I got a phone call from him as well, and we got to talk a lot about me and, my background. And I mean, he really went into not just the character of that night, but who I was as a person. And, I never, and not being in the film industry, I was never that in tune to the efforts that actors put into it. And I have a newfound respect for what they do to do their job and do it right.
You and Max took it a step further and played a joke on director Michael Bay. You actually replaced Max in a scene, and did he even notice?
Yeah, it was the scene we were going in. They had set the scene up going into the consulate, and James Dale Badge, Pablo Schreiber, John Krasinski, and Max were all in the vehicle. And when Michael Bay was kind of giving them instructions after he left to walk back to the director's chair, I had put on a set of the double clothes, and me and Max switched places on him. And he didn't realize it until I kind of went off script and made up my own lines.
So the Blu-ray DVD has new exclusive interviews about the 13 hours in Benghazi. Did all 6 of you sit down for these exclusive interviews?
No, there's only 3 of us that were that came out publicly in this. 2 of us, 2 of our team wanted to remain anonymous. Didn't want the limelight that came with it, and so there's all back stuff between the 3 of us, interaction with the cast and the crew, as well as with Michael Bay.
All right, I'm a great admirer of yours. I was rooting for you throughout the whole movie. Thank you so much for talking to me today, and thank you for your service.
Hey, thank you a lot, Jeff. I appreciate it, and I'll give you a shout out when I get out to Vegas.
Thanks so much for talking to me today, and good luck with the DVD release. All right, for more reviews and interviews, just surf on over to my website at vegasfilmcritic.com. I'm Jeff Ricky Howard. Thanks for visiting me today. I'll see you next time.